Hey, hi everybody. Julianne here from Acting from All Angles with Actors in Action. How's everybody doing today? I'm really excited about our subject today. We're going to be talking about editing and what you can learn from acting. What you can learn about acting from editing. So, but first, let me introduce myself. I said my name was Julianne Lichty Stratton. Hey, Ashley, you're here. And I'm the creator of Actors in Action Professional Acting Training. Oh, and Robert's here. Hey, guys. Professional Acting Conservatory, where we train the actor to have a professional and fail-proof acting process so they can do their best work at any audition, casting, callback, screening, whatever. And Althea's there. Hey, guys. We got a crew on today. All right. So today we're going to be talking about, I was supposed to have a special guest with me, Natalie Rohde. You know what? I'm going to turn the heater off. Just talk among yourselves. One second. Okay, that should shut off in a second. All right, so as you all know, most of you know, we've been doing this great little film called The Natural. It's a short film. And Natalie Rohde, one of my advanced students, has been helping on it. She's actually going to play one of the roles in it. She's going to be Olga, the massage therapist from Russia, which we just have that last scene to shoot for it. And so also Natalie wanted to learn how to edit. And I edit my own films at this point. I edit and I write and I direct them. And this time I did DP work, which was really cool. I really liked that. Working on the camera. And so she wanted to learn how to edit. And I was like, okay, great. So she's coming up to my house and we're sitting down and we're doing the editing process, which is pretty daunting. So editing the film, there's a lot of stuff that goes on with editing. The more organized you can be, hey, Robert said hello. The more organized you can be with editing, the better. So you want to get all your ducks in a row. You want to label all of your shots. You want to put them into a document where you can have them all there. And I always take a little snapshot from them and I put it in there so I know exactly which shot we're looking at, if it's wide, if it's mid, if it's over the shoulder, and you also know that. And then you go through, you put them all in a row for a scene and you watch them and you see, okay, what's a good shot? What's the best shot of this angle and all that kind of stuff. And so then you have all these notes for the scene, and then you take everything, you start splicing it together and putting it in so you have a nice flow of the scene. And so Natalie was supposed to be here, but she had a hang gliding opportunity in Europe and couldn't make it tonight. So that's where she is. And not exactly, but so I asked her if she would text me a couple of things that she's been learning, because as she's been doing this, she's really learned a ton about acting. So the first thing she said, what she's learned is how important eyeline and referencing are when it comes to usable footage, which I thought was really, really cool. So let's talk about usable footage. What do we mean by usable footage? So usable footage is footage where the actors are being real and genuine, where we can actually, like there's not kind of weird things like somebody's stepping off camera or they're looking the wrong place or anything like that. So filmmaking, it's hard to explain it. You kind of need to see it, but I will do my best to explain it. Filmmaking has so many components to it. It's really, really amazing. And then, you know, the writing, the shooting, all that kind of stuff, the acting. And then when you get stuff together and you start editing it, you have to look at stuff and everything kind of has to match. So this first scene that we've been working on, my dog Leroy, who plays Sasha, a girl dog, he's a boy, but he plays a poodle in it. He is the mom's dog. So he's in it, and there's certain shots we can't use the shot because maybe he's leaning the wrong way because he was leaning a different way in this shot and stuff like that. Also, as an actor, it's like you have to look a certain place, and if you're going to look that certain place, you got to look there again and again and again. Or if you put your hand up when you say a certain line, every take you're going to have to put your hand up again because they're going to shoot you from different angles, and they have to be able to marry those scenes and put them together. So eyeline, let's read it again. Hey, Cheryl's there. So she said what one of the 3 things that were really important that she's learning is how important eyelining and referencing are when it comes to usable footage. So referencing is when the actor creates something there that isn't there. So you say you have somebody, hey Cheryl, you have somebody stepping into camera, and you got to put your eyeline where they're standing, but they're not actually standing there. There's maybe they can't fit there because the camera's in the way or something, or a light's in the way. And so the person might be saying the lines just off camera to you, but you've got to be looking at a specific place. If you don't, it's not going to sell the shot as viable and as real. So that's really cool that she realized that, because I've been harping on people about referencing and creating stuff. A big example of referencing is like green screening. We've talked about before when like Chris Pratt in Jurassic World, when he has dinosaurs there, he's got to create the dinosaurs by looking at them and creating them and seeing them and really seeing them. Or Daenerys on her dragons, when she's flying, she's got to look down and she's got to be seeing the world below her, and she's got to be riding the dragon and really showing us that she's on the dragon, not just like, oh, I'm on a dragon now. That doesn't work. So that's cool. All right, the next thing Natalie said she learned was how the camera reads intention, and the huge difference between takes where it's boring because of lack of intention versus interesting and engaging when the intention is strong, which is so true. My goodness, so true. I cannot impress this on my students enough. And you kind of have to see it to really understand it. You kind of have to go through an editing process and see it. So if you get a chance to edit something, that's great. If any of my students that want to see how we edit, you can always come up for an editing session with Natalie and I. I'll be happy to let you take a look at what we do, and you can really learn a lot from it. So intention. Acting is all about intention. What do you want? It's all about going for what you want, taking action to get what you want. So if your intention in the scene becomes more about you as an actor trying to get comfortable and trying to say the lines in an impressive way, that's going to read on camera, and it's not going to be usable. What's going to be usable is if you, as the actor, have the intention of your character. So like Michelle's intention in this first scene, she plays Gigi. Gwen Garcia, her son, comes home from a job interview, and she wants to know how it went. So if her intention is really pure on how did it go, and she's really, checked into him, and that's her intention, then it's going to read really beautifully and very naturally. But if Michelle is thinking, oh, I want to make sure my shirt looks good, not that she would ever do this, but I want to make sure that I look good when I do this, and it's more like, how did it go? That her intention is on trying to look good instead of the intention of the character, and it doesn't read. And you can't use it. A director and editor cannot use it. Or if they do, they're going to have kind of a bad film. So as a director and an editor, you hope and pray you're going to get your actors to really be in the moment and to use their intentions. And a good director will help actors to do that. Sometimes there's no hope. Sometimes actors are just, you can't get them to really play their intentions. And there's not much you can do except for have them do it over and over, and maybe you'll catch something very natural. Okay, so I thought that was really cool. Her third thing was, this is really cool, I say this all the time, is how simple slowing down can draw out a lot more and make things more interesting and provides more usable footage as well. Okay, so I say this a lot to my students, especially when we're playing the verb game, to slow down, open the moment, allow the moment to blossom. It's amazing how on screen, how this helps so much. Because you can be rushing through, like I talk pretty fast, and so blah, 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 I'm talking, all these moments are just, they're not allowing to land and open and be there. Now this is different than pacing, because sometimes you have to have quick pacing. You don't want to just say things slowly and really have it drag out. You don't want to do that, but you want to make sure that you are letting your moments open and blossom and land. And when you do that, you get more of an open being on your screen to film. It's interesting because, as I said, Leroy, my standard poodle, is in this. And we have a couple of takes of him doing some fun stuff that were so fun. We had to throw him in there. And he's like, you know, very intent and very slow. And it's so beautiful. So we need to learn from our dogs and our animals to learn how to do that. Okay, so let's just review these. So her 3 things were how important eyeline and referencing is in a good take. All right, so practicing that, and that's such a skill. It's a difficult skill to learn how to do, but you can do it. Secondly was how the camera reads intention. It's all about intention. Whatever your intention is, it's going to be read. And if your intention is to say your lines in a way to impress people, that's what's going to be read. If your intention is to really get what you want as your character, that's what's going to be seen on camera. Okay, and the third thing was slowing down. Slow down and let the moment open. Okay, so I thought it was so amazing that Natalie learned these things about acting, because these are stuff I try to teach all the time in my class, and people don't believe me or they don't see it or whatever. So she really got to witness this for the first time, and it was great. So, okay, so that's what you can learn from editing about acting. All right, I think that's it for us today. We are taking next week off because it's Thanksgiving, so everybody have a super happy Thanksgiving. I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go to Texas, so somebody's going to be, Mary Neville's going to be covering my class Saturday, which is really awesome. She'll be fantastic. So everybody have a great, great time. We're going to do a photo shoot tonight for publicity shots, for No Exit after class. And remember, No Exit is coming up in February 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Eccles Black Box Regent Street Theater. Super excited for that. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned some stuff. Trust what Natalie said, okay? Because it's true. All right, have a great, great holiday. We will see you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm not doing this on Thanksgiving. All right? I'm sorry. I'm going to be too full from too much turkey. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing this. We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right, peace over and out. Have a great one. Bye.